police have identified hotspots across the province, which include KwaMashu, Umlazi and Phoenix, ahead of the EFF's planned nationwide shutdown. Police top brass, which include the Minister of Police, Bheki, Cele, and National Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Fannie Masemola, visited the province to assess the readiness of the security forces. And watching that story for us is our senior reporter, Jayed Paulse. She's at a roadblock in KwaZulu-Natal. Let's join her now. Jayed, so it's been a busy day, and I guess this is all in preparation for Monday.
Yes, well, a very good evening to you, Peter, and to the viewers back at home. And yes, we are coming to you from Umlazi, where there's currently a roadblock underway. I'm just going to see if I can't just move out of shot so we can allow some of these cars to... Okay, so there we go. The police are stopping these vehicles, as you can see, Peter, just behind me. But yes, it's been a very busy day for the Police Minister, Bheki Cele, as he did a walkabout in Durban ahead of that nationwide shutdown by the EFF. I'm actually just going to bring the Minister in. Thank you so much for joining us, Minister, on SABC News. Umlazi, we are here at a roadblock. Why particularly in this particular area of Durban?
Well, we're in Durban. As you know, we started KwaMashu. During the day, we went to the north. That was your Phoenix. We're a little bit of the west. And here we are. It's the second time we come here. We went for walkabout during the day. But the decision that has been taken nationally, same day last week, I was in Kabeja doing the same thing. So we are trying to work on the visibility of the police. Indeed, prevention is better than cure. Also, the Constitution instructs us to prevent. So we want this activity, the visibility, try to prevent, see a lot of illegal firearms, we want to find that. But there are many of our clients. We had some warrants here, we are checking those people. Make sure that Umlazi, as is forever top 4 in the country in terms of crime, we are working on that to see and to say to people of Umlazi, we are working with them. They've been saying they need more of us, and indeed we are going to be spending a lot of time here. But it's also trying to work on things and stabilizing the place before Monday comes, and you see that people are really relaxed, and people, they will live within the law, so that we all see and find ourselves in a proper space come Monday.
Just with regards to Monday, obviously there's a lot of anxiety in KwaZulu-Natal. This comes at the backdrop of the July unrest in 2021. Now, many community members are not sure of, will they be able to go out on Monday, especially here in Durban, where there has been some tension and a lot of crime, in particular hotspots of the areas. You did say to me earlier today that some of the places that the police are going to be keeping an eye on is Phoenix in particular, but also KwaMashu and Umlazi. Just ahead of Monday and that nationwide protest, will they be beefing up, or will you be beefing up security in these hotspot areas?
Well, the Monday protest should not be criminalized. Those people have the right to march. They have the right to raise the issues as they raise political issues. They definitely, it should be separated from the criminal response that we are doing. The only thing that we are calling upon them, they should not criminalize that activity by doing things that they're not supposed to do. Few things that they are not supposed to do. They shouldn't march armed. They shouldn't block people that they want to go to work. They shouldn't block roads. They shouldn't stop people opening their shops, going to their life and all that. If that is fine, by the way, Constitution calls on all of us to protect them, but also to protect the people that they are going about of their life in that particular day. But this exercise, you see, Umlazi, we will be seeing more and more of these exercises, especially on those places where we have a high level of crime. Tomorrow, we're having Imbezo in KwaMashu hostel. And as you know, that KwaMashu hostel is one of the hotspots. I'm very glad that there are Amakosi that are coming there. We'll be talking to them about their subjects and we'll see how to reduce violence there. So it's a visibility, but working with the communities, also increasing the better working relationship with the communities, working with the structures, your CPF, your communities in blue, neighborhood watch, and all those structures trying to improve the relationship.
Minister, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
Well, Peter, that was Police Minister Bheki Cele just outlining for us some of the operations that are currently underway in Durban ahead of that planned protest on Monday. You heard the minister saying there that it's a right for every individual who wants to partake in the process or in the protest rather, but also calling on criminal elements to refrain from using this as a way of criminal elements creeping into this particular protest. But yes, we are at a roadblock and we'll be seeing several of these happening across KwaZulu-Natal, across the Durban. I'm just going to see if I can't rope in here Mr. Umlazi. He is the Commissioner of Police, just to talk to us about some of the operations. We heard the Minister saying there that there will be several operations. Mr. Umlazi, just talk to us about what else will be taking place ahead of Monday.
Yeah, well, as it was announced by the National Commissioner that we started our operations yesterday in preparation for the so-called shutdown. It's not unique. It's something that we do most weekends, this type of operation. So roadblocks are happening almost all over the place. And we, as I said earlier yesterday, that we've got extra personnel that we are utilizing this time around. So while we are having other members on roadblocks, we have vehicle checkpoints in different parts of the province. Stop and searches, because there's a lot of illegal things that are moving on the road. So we want to make sure that you can stop those things. We're conducting liquor license compliance inspections, because a lot of people, they go to liquor places and they get drunk and then they go and come out and they cause chaos. We have a bit of challenges with students, especially those that are staying in the city on flats, because they've got a tendency of, for them to socialize, they need to get out of the flat and they end up on the street. So it's a situation that we're trying to manage, so that they don't go out and start participating in illegal activities while they're out on the street. They're allowed to be outside the flat, they're allowed to go sit in the park, do whatever they want to do. But the moment they start gathering and they start participating in crowd activities that might be perceived as riot, we'll have to disperse them. That's why our teams are busy with that.
Provincial Commissioner, obviously KZN is also put on the map when it comes to gun violence, and that has been one of the bone of contention when it comes to police, the amount of guns that we are finding in our province. Several people have lost their lives in our province, some celebrities as well. In terms of the investigations, well, we just saw 5 Ngabis being arrested in just this past week. So in terms of investigations, how are we dealing with trying to combat the Ngabi aspect of what we're finding in the province, but also the fact that the investigations into high-profile killings such as Keenan Forbes, otherwise known as AKA?
Yeah, well, we always call on society, we always call on public to come and report these things, and we call on parents, families, to make sure that they control their children. Right here at this Umlazi, there's a J section at Umlazi. The community is crying about the youngsters. It's their own children. We've already arrested some of them, but they're still crying about their own children. But they won't tell us who are these kids and how to find them. So it's just like that. Yesterday, as you are talking about those hitmen that were found, same yesterday we recovered 3 firearms and assets of ammunition, that different type of ammunition that was there. And you'll be surprised, where did we get that? We found that at the school, hidden at the school. So these hitmen, they use a security guard at the school to keep these firearms for them. They collect and they go and shoot whoever they shoot. They come back to the school, they give it to the security guard that is employed at the school, and he hides it in the school. So fortunately, we're able to get it through our intelligence collection. Somebody directed us to go and find them there, and we're able to get it. So we were not going to get that if communities didn't come on board. So we want to encourage more communities come on board and sharing information to us. Investigation, like you're talking about, of Mr. Forbes that was made at last month, majority of the work that we've done thus far, it is all because of the assistance that we get from the community. Different cameras that are available in that vicinity are not necessarily installed by the state, but it's those cameras that are helping us to analyze and be able to identify some of those people that might have been involved, and it makes us to be able to make linkages and the likes. It's thanks to the help of society. So we want to encourage more community participation, because as is, we definitely don't find joy as a police to arrest and fill up prisons with so many youngsters who commit crime because there is no control in their families where they come from. So we want to encourage that public come on board. They assist these children. Different government departments come on board and assist these kids, and so they don't get hired as hitmen. They get hired as just to kill someone for a mere 5,000 rand. And because there's no job opportunity perhaps, and they use that as a justification. But if there are certain activities that they embark on, and government help us also come on board and help in creating those type of job opportunities, it will discourage them from participating in this. And business also, we encourage them to create those job opportunities. We always talk to them all the time. So please, we protect those businesses, but see to it that you employ these kids, whoever that qualifies, so that they're not on the street. Keep them engaged.
Mr. Umlazi, before I let you go, I know I'm probably going to put you on the spot here, but any leads into that AKA matter?
Yeah, well, I said we're not going to necessarily discuss that specific investigation and many other investigations, but we are making good progress. As I said to you, there's a lot of things that we've collected. The picture is starting to emerge. We do hope that in the near future we should have a breakthrough, but I cannot predict for now. There's still a lot of work that we must do.
Thank you very much, Provincial Commissioner. Well, Peter, I've given you an outline of what is currently taking place in the province of KwaZulu-Natal ahead of that nationwide protest, but also touching on some of the criminal investigations that are currently underway. As you heard the Provincial Commissioner talking about some of those investigations with hitmen in the province, but also the murder of popular South African rapper Keenan Forbes, otherwise known as AKA. It's back to you in studio.
Jayed, thanks very much indeed. That's our reporter on the ground there. Police carrying out special operations, roadblocks at this time, just to get on top of the situation ahead of this Monday planned shutdown. And we'll certainly be continuing to watch that story.